Good morning, Storytime friends. Are y'all ready today for some monster story time? We've got some songs and puppet shows and books to read all about monsters. So, as you can see, I invited all the monsters that live in my closet to come out today and hear some monster stories. But, they look kind of grumpy, huh? Maybe it's a little early in the morning for some monster stories or to bug the monsters, rumble them out of the closet. Well, it's okay to be grumpy. Everybody gets grumpy, even monsters. And, when you're grumpy, you gotta work around those grumpy feelings somehow. So let's read a book together. It's one of my favorite books. It's called Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Uh-oh, what's he doing? Hammering in nails in the wall? And another, he's chasing the dog around. Poor doggy. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Uh-oh, looks like he's in trouble. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Wow, look at that room. It's almost like it's not a room anymore. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." And there they are, having a rumpus, howling at the moon, dancing around. Swinging from the trees. And going on a little parade. Looks like he really is the most wild thing of all, huh? "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Isn't that funny how he traveled so far, but he got home and his supper was still hot? That's a pretty cool story.
Let's count these monsters together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little monsters sitting on the floor. The first one said, "Let's knock on someone's door." The second one said, "Let's act a little scary." The third one said, "Why are we so hairy?" The fourth one said, "I hear a funny sound." The fifth one said, "There's no one else around." Then, whoo, went the wind and eek, someone said. So the 5 little monsters crawled under the bed. Wonder why they crawled under the bed. I guess it's cozy under there. Here's the next story. This will show you how to make a monster go away. Might be good to know. It's called Go Away, Big Green Monster, and it's by Ed Emberley. Go away, big green monster. Big green monster has 2 big yellow eyes, a long bluish greenish nose, a big red mouth with sharp white teeth, two little squiggly ears. They are rather squiggly, aren't they? Scraggly purple hair. And a big scary green face. But you don't scare me, so go away, scraggly purple hair. Go away, toodle squiggly ears. Go away, long bluish greenish nose. Go away, big green face. Go away, big red mouth. Go away, sharp white teeth. Go away, 2 big yellow eyes. Go away, big green monster. And don't come back until I say so. The end. All right, maybe you do want him to come back and play a little bit. Late one night, when I was going to bed, this is what I heard.
Monster count. 1. Ho, 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 ho.
Mm.
Monster count 2.
Mm.
Monster count 3. Monster count 4. Monster count 5.
Oh. 5 itty-bitty monsters hiding underneath the bed.
I'm going out to stomp about.
The littlest monster said. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 itty-bitty monsters hiding underneath the bed.
I'm going out to stomp about.
The littlest monster said. 1, 2, 3. 3 itty-bitty monsters hiding underneath the bed.
I'm going out to stomp about.
The littlest monster said. 1, 2. 2 itty-bitty monsters hiding underneath the bed.
I'm going out to stomp about.
The littlest monster said. 1 itty-bitty monster hiding underneath the bed.
I'm all alone. Please come home.
The littlest monster said. So they all came back. 2 3
Oh.
4 5. Hey, itty-bitty monsters hiding underneath my bed. It'll be dear if you come up here and we snuggle up together instead. Come on, guys.
Oh, okay.
Monster count 1.
Monster count 2.
Ooh.
Monster count 3. Monster count 4.
Oh.
Monster count 5.
Is everybody comfy? Hey,
Oh, yeah, it's really nice.
here, we can put the covers over if you want.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, everyone. Good night.
night, night. If you ever see a monster, a big ugly monster, if you ever see a monster, then this is what you do. Make this face, and this face, and this face, and this face. If you ever see a monster, be sure to shout boo! Because you know monsters are probably just as scared as you are of them. So make sure you practice your monster faces every day. Let's see some monster faces. You got some in there? Like something like that? Let's take a look at our next book together. It's called Monster Trouble. It's by Lane Fredrickson and illustrated by Michael Robertson. Winifred Schnitzel was never afraid, not of monsters or ghouls or the noises they made. She loved scary movies and werewolves and thunder and peg-legged pirates who bury their plunder. Still, Winifred's bedtime was hardly spook-free. The neighborhood monsters would not let her be. Each night, they'd show up and attempt to be scary. Some would growl, some would belch. Some were slimy, some hairy. But all of their monsterly mayhem was moot, because Winifred Schnitzel thought monsters were cute. Still, night after night, all those monsters kept creeping into Winifred's room, interrupting her sleeping. Too tired for math, too exhausted for fun, she finally decided, those monsters are done. She ordered a book titled Monsters Beware and constructed the sticky string small monster snare. Ooh, it looks like she set up a trap for him. But that night, the big monsters all showed up first. The sticky string snare got so stretched that it burst. There were monsters on bedposts and stuck to the wall. They made slingshots from string. They were having a ball. Winifred sighed. They were louder than ever. She knew that she needed to try something clever. So she brought in some stinky old Limburger cheese. The label said, "Caution, makes big monsters sneeze." The monsters just called up the Goblin Street Deli. They ordered in bagels and fish eyeball jelly. Uh-oh, looks like they want to eat that cheese. Winifred barely got through the next day. She dozed off in art class and snoozed through ballet. She decided, that's it. I've got to get through. She was tired of monsters. Oh, I've got to get tough. She was tired of monsters. Enough is enough. So she built every spook trap in Monsters Beware and one of her own called the Prickly Bum Chair. I wouldn't want to sit on that chair. Poor Winifred yawned. She was so very sleepy. She was starting to look a bit spookishly creepy. When the monsters showed up with their howling and roaring, Winifred Schnitzel was already snoring. She was dreaming of puppies when a monster went hiss. She reached out and gave it a big, sleepy kiss. Mwah. The monster yelled, "Yuck!" All the others were heaving. One gagged, and a big monster shouted, "I'm leaving!" Winifred knew that despite their uniqueness, she'd discovered that monsters have one silly weakness. So she puckered and pouted and kissed them all good. Those monsters screamed, running as fast as they could. "Ah, don't kiss me!" Now, Winifred sleeps very soundly at night. In the daytime, she's happy and perky and bright. But sometimes she finds that a monster's crept in, right around bedtime, with a monsterly grin. She ignores all the growling and roaring and hissing, since the one thing that all monsters hate most is kissing. The end. So that's another good monster defense. If your face doesn't work, just give them a big wet kiss. Mwah.
I'm going to tell you a story with this monster, only I'm a little nervous. I have to get kind of close to his teeth to tell the story. But he does look kind of friendly, so here we go. A monster came to my house. He gave us quite a fright, especially when he started to eat everything in sight. First, he ate a table. Then he ate a chair. Then he ate my sister Sal's pretty underwear. He ate up our TV. And the sofa too. He ate up my brand new bed. He didn't even chew. He ate our toilet. And our sink. He didn't even slurp. And when he finished all of that, he gave a great big burp. I thought that monster couldn't possibly eat anything more. But as he left, he smiled and he gobbled up our front door. Goodbye, monster. Please don't come back. This next story is about a little character who wants to play with a monster. It's called Little Puppy and the Big Green Monster by Mike Winooka. Let's see what happens in this story. Look at how cute that little puppy is. But that monster doesn't look very friendly to me. Who wants to play? Too busy. Arf, arf. Too lazy. Arf, arf. Too mean. Too boring. Meow. There's no one to play with. Huh? He will play with me. Ooh. Arf, arf. Let's play. Arf, arf. Roar. Do you like to play ball? Roar! Oh my goodness, he looks pretty mean. What about a game of catch? I'll get it. Brings it back. Got it! Now let's play hide and seek. Well, I don't think that monster really wants to play. Seems pretty grumpy. Arf, 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 arf. He's not very good at this. Looking all over for him. Arf! I won! Tag, you're it! Can you imagine that chasing you? Arf, arf! He's running. He got tired. Where are you going? Oh, you want a race? I win! Oh, the dog made it back to the monster's house. Do you want to play now? Slam! The door slams with that monster went inside. Hide and seek again? Oh, he found an open window. Now I'm it. Look where he found you. He found him in the bathtub. And he's on the edge of the bathtub when slip, splash, fell right in. Cough, cough. Shake, shake, shake. Lick. Oh, look, the monster has a change of thought about this little cute puppy. Now it looks like he likes him. Click. And look, the little puppy's down there. Now it doesn't look so grumpy after he had his bath, huh? They ended up snuggling up together. And this back page shows them eating breakfast together and playing together. Looks like that little monster, he found a little puppy that it's going to be his friend for a while. Pretty cute. The end. Leonardo was a terrible monster. He couldn't scare anyone. He would try to find things to scare. Oh. You trying to scare me, buddy? You better try a little harder. It was just no use. He didn't have 1,642 teeth like Tony had. Oh. He wasn't big like Eleanor. Oh. And he wasn't just plain weird like Hector. He tried all the very best moves he could think of. But he just wasn't scary. Finally, one day, Leonardo had an idea.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna find the most scaredy pants kid I can and scare the tuna salad out of him.
And that's when he spotted little Sam.
Oh.
Leonardo snuck up on the poor, unsuspecting boy and gave it all he had.
Rah, rah, blah, 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 blah. Yes! I finally did it! I finally scared the tuna salad out of somebody!
What? No, you didn't!
Well, why are you crying then?
Well, let me tell you. My mean brother stole my action figure right out of my hands while I was still playing with it, and he broke it on purpose, and it was my favorite toy, and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't. I got so mad I kicked the table, and I stubbed my toe on the same foot that I hurt last month when I accidentally slipped on the bathtub after I got soap in my eyes trying to wash out that bird poo that my brother's cockatoo pooped on my head, and I don't have any friends, and my tummy hurts. That's why. Then Leonardo made a very big decision. And instead of scaring, he decided to give Sam a hug. Hey, you're kind of a nice monster, aren't you? Hey, you want to be friends?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Boom, gotcha.
Oh, hey, I'm the monster. I'm supposed to be scary.
Oh, yeah. Okay, boom. Oh, that's fun.
I bet you can't catch me.
Oh, looks like he gets you. All right, guys, I hope you got some monster scaring strategies that you can handle all the monsters in your life. You know, I got these two guys. They look awfully cute. I think I'm going to just hang out with them a little bit longer. But while I'm doing that, I'll see you guys later. And tune in next time. We'll see you again.